Hello friends, welcome. So in today's video, as you can see here, I have a bunch of Starbucks stuff. So cups and anything that I would get from Starbucks, I would just pretty much save. So every year and during Christmas, they have these cups that come out in different designs and what have you. And I like to save them and use them in my junk journals. So I'm going to go ahead and show you where this inspiration came from and where I came up with this idea and why, we brought up this whole um, project. So it's very random because I'm literally in the middle of all my other stuff that I'm supposed to be doing and not even supposed to do this, but I was very inspired by today's purchase, which was Starbucks. As you can see, I just got this cup from today and I was so happy because I'm like, yay, new cups for the from the holiday season. So I was really excited when I also got that bag there. So this is an older bag that I just was collecting. I was thinking of using that as well. And then this is where the pastries come in, like bagels and what have you. So like I just saved those things. The white one is like really thick and it has like this really nice sound to it. I'm gonna see if I put it on there so you can hear it. But yeah, and then these are just obviously the coasters. So they didn't have any coasters today, so they ended up giving me 2 cups. So I was so excited. So I'm like, oh, I feel inspired to create. And normally when I do feel inspired, like I want to do it like right then, because then if not, then it just kind of goes away, you know what I mean? So I had all these wrapping papers that I had took out from last year, and anything that was just like sticking out that I just had scraps of, I had taken out. So I just wanted to show you kind of like the previous ones from previous years. This is what I've collected. Just cut out all these different pieces and what have you. And I normally always get decaf, so you can see there, cinnamon dolce latte decaf is normally what I would get, or a chai latte. And yeah, so this card is from 2017, and then this was from last year, I believe, when we went to on the cruise. And I just showed the date that we left. This was just a parking slip, and I just put that in there because it was green. And yeah, it was from December and when we were celebrating the holidays. So I just wanted to show you kind of like how I decorate with the cups and how I put them in there. I also save all my stamps as well during the holidays, and I put them in my journal as well. You can see that there. And all my holiday cards are in here as well. So that one's something for my mother-in-law. And then here I had these since I was like really young. I've been holding on to these, and I finally was able to put it in this journal a couple years ago. So I'm happy about that because I had been holding on to that for a very long time. And then this is a card from 2020, it looks like, from my mother-in-law. And yeah, and then this is some vintage cards that I had there, and they're just like really silly cards during Christmas and what have you. And then that bingo card was from the cruise as well. And here's another one that I collected. That was from our neighbor. Her son gave us a little card or something made out of that, and yeah, it was kind of ripped up, so I made it into tags. But you can also like do a belly band with that over it, and I think that would look really cute. Just another idea there. You can see, yeah, decaf, cinnamon dolce latte, another one there. And yeah, so that's where I got the inspiration, just because I got the cup today when we went out to pick up some groceries. I went to Starbucks and got this new cup for today. So I'm like, this is going to inspire me to create something. And yeah, I just wanted to do it right away, even though I have so many other things I need to be doing for the fair. But I was feeling a little stressed out about it. And even though I need to be prepping for it, yeah, I was kind of sidetracked by this. So normally you have to just like roll the cup open, like you can see that I'm doing here. Just roll it all around, and then on the bottom too, you can see the seam there. So then you just like break apart the seam open, and then you can get a scissor here to help you out as well. You can do this a little nicer. I just started breaking it out. I didn't have any patience. But yeah, you can like cut in the middle of it and then, just pull it apart slowly like that. And yeah, if you don't want to rip it or mess up the bottom piece, but I ended up cutting it anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna cut off that whole white strip on the top and then around the bottom, and just straighten it out a bit. And I was thinking of using this similarly the way I did as a pocket in the journal, but then I actually decided to turn this into like a little mini side journal, like a little companion that's gonna go with the main journal. So you're gonna see that here shortly. But I just wanted to show you how I go about cutting it. So I had the other one already cut off camera. And then I just wanted to show you this one. So that's the way I normally do it. And yeah, I just love all the different designs they come with. And I don't know why, like I always save the stuff, like the different packagings from like different restaurants that we go to or anything like that. If I like the colors or the print or anything like that, I always save it. So here I had some wrapping paper, some more bags from Starbucks. And I just laid this packaging from Amazon down just to protect the table while I'm crafting. Again, I have all my stuff in the living room, and yes, I just started doing this. So the kids went to bed, and I decided to work on this instead of my stuff that I'm really supposed to be working on. But anywho, so I was thinking about using this one, but then when I put it in there, it kind of started bulking up. So I actually don't end up using this specific bag. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that bottom piece there, as you can see. So I just grabbed this tape gun here, so you can see. And then I just glued the whole bottom, like so. And then I'm just going to go ahead and fold it over. So I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. You can see there. You just take the two bottom pieces, and then, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. I also have done some where you like can leave it open and use it as like pockets, but I really wanted to just close all around it and just seal it. And I was saying that I want to trim the top there too. I was thinking about using the handle here, but then I really didn't like that. I wanted something a little more sleek, nothing really too bulky on there. So I decided to take the handle out. I just wasn't sure if I was going to keep the handle or if I should take the handle out. So I ended up just taking it out. And you can just pull that out there, as you can see. And yeah, I don't know. It's like when I have something in my mind, I'm like, I need to just do this so that I don't feel like, well, actually, I've been holding on to a lot of this stuff for quite some time. But I guess I just was collecting a lot of it. And then today when I seen the holiday stuff, I was like, oh my God, I love it. And I immediately wanted to make the journal today. And when I went back to go look for all the stuff that I've been collecting, I couldn't find it. Like, go figure. It's been lying around there the whole time. And now when I need it, I don't find it. So, yeah, that's normally the way it works, right? But, yeah, I just trimmed it down. And stay tuned for another video because I'm going to be showing you how I fill up the whole junk journal with some more junk. But anywho, you can see there that I added both, and I was like, I really liked the way that looked together, but then I just felt a little too bulky, and I didn't want it to be too bulky before I even got the other pages in. And this is some vintage like wrapping paper that I had lying around. It was just like pieces of scraps there. It wasn't like a full row or anything. So I wanted to grab all of the scrap wrapping papers that I had and include that into this journal. So I didn't use any scrapbook papers or any other papers like that. Like, it's solely gift wrapping papers and tissue paper. So the stuff that you fill up the bags with, that kind of tissue, like decorative tissue. And that's pretty much what I filled it with. And this specific paper, I ended up gluing onto the back of one of the other papers. And when you cut it, you don't want to cut it like this straight on there because it kind of rips it up. As you can see, it ripped it up. So you want to put a paper over it before you do that. So I totally forgot to do that. And then I realized what I had done. And then I went and got another paper to put over it so that it cuts nice and smoothly. So that's what I did. It's just a different texture that kind of, the blade doesn't go through it too well. So you have to put this over it. And it's the same kind of trick that you do with like the paper punches. If you put something in there that's just not working, like a thinner paper, sometimes it happens with vellum too. If you put like another paper over it and then try it again, it'll work. So now I'm just going to be cutting down all the pages, cutting them all down to size. I was just selecting what wrapping papers I was going to choose there and what I had. And like I said, I was really inspired by the colors of the Starbucks cup, which had like the bright, like kind of a bright pink and red and green and a little bit of white. And I had previous years used similar wrapping paper. I had this pink and white with the red. You can see some of the wrapping papers that I have there. That was from previous years. And so, yeah, I was like, this would go perfect with this year's Starbucks colors as well. And so, yeah, I'm just cutting that up. I actually still need to get back to prepping for the fair. But yeah, you see how I kind of put the other wrapping paper over that and then I just gonna glue them together and then sew around all the pages. So any of those that I put like layered together, I'm gonna sew around all those pages later on and you'll see the finished product. I'm really, really happy the way this came out. So yeah, I hope that you get lots of inspiration and let me know in the comments if you also do collect like Starbucks packaging or any kind of fast food or restaurant packaging like this. I tend to do it very often and my husband sees this stuff and he always wants to throw it out and says that it's trash, but like I just love collecting this stuff and let me know if you're like that too. I don't know what it is, but I was so happy to make this journal like specifically only full of junk and like all the junk that I added is just all so beautiful. I love it. And yeah, I love the way this came out. And so you can see the way I just added that on there and then I just end up trimming them down to size to fit into the journal and yeah, to like, make the edges and the papers a little more neater. And honestly, you can leave it like that. You don't really have to if you want it to go like really, really give it that junky look. But I like to have it like kind of clean edges there and what have you. So yeah, so I'm just gonna clean this up. But if you really like that junky look, you could leave them like all uneven and like sticking out. That's also looks really good too. It just depends the look that you're going for. And yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna be working on some last minute things that I need to do for the fair. I was feeling a little overwhelmed, honestly, because I feel like there's so many things that I still need to do. And you would think that I would just get to that and just do it instead of like procrastinating or I don't know, I was just getting in my head about everything and I've been a little stressed out with, preparing for it. And yeah, so I just needed something like a little break from all of that and decided to work on this project. And I think it was good in a sense, but now I'm like, oh my goodness, I still got so much stuff to do. So yeah, but anywho, yeah, once you're done like picking out all of the papers, I just went and put it in the book, just laid it out and then seen like, how does everything look together. So I'm just looking at the placement of all the pages and making sure that they're facing the right way and, coordinating everywhere. And then I just added this decorative tissue paper here as well. And I think it really gave it, I don't know, I just love all the textures together and the colors and everything. So I did take out a pink, a red, and a green. And again, this is just saved from previous years. Like I normally just save whatever wrapping we get either from Christmas or from birthdays. So I normally like save all those type of bags and the tissue paper that's in them and all that and just reuse it. And yeah. And so I decided to use it for this specific journal. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do with these. And so I was just testing everything out and seeing, which way I wanted to put it. And this specific bag, I was going to put horizontally. And these stickers are really nice because they don't like stick onto that bag. It comes off like pretty easily. And yeah, it didn't damage it or anything like that. So I like that, how easily it comes off. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and fold this actually in half. And I was thinking about making a pocket into it, like a double pocket. But I ended up just folding in half. I'm going to open the other side and it will be like a pocket on the other end as well. So both the sides will be opened. And then this one I was going to put vertically in. And I'm just going to fold it around the edge of that other page there, as you can see. So just folding that and then gluing it onto the edge. So the edge of the other paper, as you can see there, I'm just measuring it out, making sure that it all fits. Just trimmed off the top there. And then going to fold that over and attach it to the other side of the paper. And just add some glue to attach that. I think with this type of paper, it's good to use double-sided tape rather than wet glue. So I've been using the double-sided tape because this is all like, wrapping paper. So it's that type of material. I think it just works nicer with the double-sided tape rather than, wet glue. But yeah, I'm really liking the way this is turning out. And when I first started, I honestly didn't even know where I was going with this. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. I didn't plan anything, so you're seeing me go through all the motions of planning here. And yeah, I had this material. This is just a lining. My husband had it there from his PlayStation, or yeah, his system. And it was like a skin layer thing. And anyways, it was the packaging from that. And I was thinking of using this and cutting it down to making it a belly band for the journal. And it was just long enough to go around, like it fit around the journal like this. So that's why I grabbed it. And I was thinking of using it, like I said, as a junk journal. Not a junk journal, a belly band around the journal. But then I decided to go with something else. Well, like I said, you're going to kind of see my thought process behind everything. I was contemplating if I should leave this in or if I should take it out. But it seems like a lot of people like when I leave like these type of things in. Like something like things when I'm messing up, or just like my thought process on, what I'm going to do or planning. So I just left this in. Maybe it might inspire you to create something similar or something like that. So you can kind of see where the belly band idea was going. But then I said, you know what? Maybe I should open the whole thing and attach it, since I had two of these cup holder thingies, right? Why not attach that and then put it around the belly, use it as a belly band around the journal? And I tried that, but then I didn't like the way it looked. I don't know, something about it, like it needed more. And I was thinking about adding like something else, but I'm like, I have to keep this junky and I can't just add like other materials, because I was thinking about using like some other kind of trim that I had, or like pom-pom trim I think would have been really fun, but I didn't want to get anything new. I wanted to keep this like really, really junky and using materials, like I said, that would have either went in the trash or something like that. I don't want to use anything new for this journal, so I'm strictly trying to stick to what I got and the materials that I got from specifically Starbucks. And then of course the other stuff was wrapping paper, but besides that, like, I'm using all of the Starbucks materials. And I don't know, I just felt like it needed something else, and so I had my glue gun there and I ended up just attaching it with the glue gun. And I cut down the sides of it to kind of like fit, and you're gonna see that there. I mean, it didn't look too bad, but to me it just felt like it needed something more. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Yeah, I don't know, I just didn't like this. So you're gonna kind of see what I end up doing towards the end. It's kind of similar, the similar concept of adding like a ribbon or what have you around it. So yeah, you're gonna see that here in a few. But I just wanted to leave this in here just so that you can see my thought process behind everything. And yeah, maybe this inspires you to create as well, and just see kind of like, you know, the process. And not everything I do, like, I know exactly where I'm going with it. Sometimes I just, you know, go, well, every time mostly I'm like going, you know, as I go, changing it and just seeing, you know, what works and what I like and visually what's appealing to me. And this just wasn't it. So I'm like, okay, I don't really like the way that looks. I think it may have been just too kind of monotone, and I don't know, it was too neutral there. I just felt like it needed something else. Let me know what you would have done, and yeah, what do you suggest? I mean, I already finished the book, but I'm just curious, you know, what other people think as well. Okay, so this is when I took all the pages to the sewing machine and I sewed all the pages. And so we're coming close to the end here and you're going to see the results. If you got this far in the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so. So this is the other little book I ended up making, a little mini companion book to go with it. I stitched around everything. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you can see. And I just like flapped that over as like a little enclosure. And I was just showing you that I stitched around the whole thing. You can see it better from the inside. And then I just used all the scraps that I had, so all the similar pages that I had already used in the main book and this little mini book. And yeah, I thought it would be its perfect little companion to go along with it. And I'm gonna be adding to this later on, so if you want to see that video, stick around, because hopefully it'll be coming soon once I get like everything situated, because I really need to do the fair stuff. But yeah, I do want to add lots of junk to this journal, so stay tuned for that, because I will be adding so much fun junk here and all the goodies that I get from Starbucks. I have so much stuff lying around, I just can't find it tonight. I don't know where it was, but I'm glad I found the stuff that I did have there and was able to make this journal. So this is the little enclosure that you see here. I just glued on the face there, and it just glued onto this ribbon that I had. I think this was a drawstring to another bag that had broke, so yeah, I'm just giving it new life here. And I stitched around that whole thing, so I was just showing you there. And I think that this is what it needed. I really love this print on this bag, and I just sewed around the whole thing, as you can see there. And And yeah, I just love the way it came out, like the way it looks on the inside. I stitched around some of the pages, like I said. And so this is one of the cups. I had die cut the circle out there, and you can put pretty much a little picture in there. I was thinking that I want to add there, and that's where I had put that little latte sticker, so you can see the date on it was from today. And yeah, that's pretty much what inspired this whole project. That one trip to Starbucks and getting this cup from today. That is hilarious, but yeah. And then yeah, so you see all the pages. I love the way all this sounds.